All right. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I have a question that's coming through, which is, what if today was the day when everything changed? What would it take for today to be the day where everything changes? Right? So what would it take for today to be the last day of your current life, and therefore for tomorrow to be the first day of your new life, kind of new version of you? And that does not mean, so what would it take actually? I'm not gonna I'm not allowed right now to say more. The cards want to come through because it's also your job to see what this means for you and why this message is coming through. So please think of what I just said about today being kind of like this pivot point, and see if it like references anything in your life and how you can kind of tune into the messages that want to come through for you, so you're attuned to the subtleties in my speech, in my voice, in my way of expressing and being, and all of that resonate within you. So what if I were a mirror to you right now? What is it that you see yourself in through this lens, right? How is this lens being helpful to you right now, right? Is that clear? Hopefully that's clear, so we can get started. I pulled 3 cards from the tarot card I'm usually accustomed to using, and I want to pull 3 cards here. Whoop, 1 and 3. So we got 6 cards in total, and we'll see. I'll do one at a time. Truth. So you have a very specific image or vision of what it is that you want your new life to be, your new chapter to be, and yet somehow you feel like you can never fully access it. Like you're always standing one step one step away from it, kind of thing, kind of like always out of reach. So that's how you're feeling. You're like, but I'm ready. Look at this woman, she's like ready. Meaning like she's got multiple layers on, she's got her like walk baton, like she's there, she's been on the journey, she's done all the things, she's got her little pocket full of like tricks and stones and tools, and yet it's still out of reach, right? So what is it that you feel is in the way? Are you able to pinpoint it? Are you able to pinpoint what's keeping you kind of here? Why is it that I need the third card. So have you always expected something from the outside to arrive and pull you, right? I'm being reminded right now of the Harry Potter movie where Hermione uses that, what do you call, hourglass, sablier en français, so sand, the sand trickling, yeah. So to save buckwheat, the big ostrich bird, which is not just an ostrich, and to also save Sirius, right? Harry's godfather, they turn back in time, and there's this scene where the Dementors are closing in on Sirius and they're about to kill him, so to have sucked all of his life force energy basically. And all of a sudden Harry notices a light stag coming through. So basically I don't have to retell I'm getting lost in the details now, but I don't have to retell the whole scene. The point is that, so it happens, let's say in the present, and later on when they turn back time, when we see it in the movie, we see it a second time. So kind of, we rewind in the past, but we don't really know which one's first, which one's second, right? Harry and Hermione are on the other side of that lake where Harry and Sirius were, and Hermione is like, oh, they're gonna die. She acts better than this, but does she? I could act. I wanted to be Hermione as a kid. I really did. Well, anyway, the bit I just did was not good, but now my little inner child's like, I can act too. So here I am on YouTube. But joke aside, I'll get there. I'm finally getting there. Whew! This is the journey, people. This is the journey. Yeah, Harry, they're gonna die. And Harry's like, no, 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 no. I saw a luminous stag. It's my dad. My dad's about to save us. And then Hermione's like, no, look, there's nothing. And like the Dementors are sucking the light force too, out of them both, Harry and Sirius, from the past. And anyway, long story short, I better cut short now. In the end, Harry does it. Harry does it. So it was him all along. It was never his dad. So it was never an outside force. It was him, just from a different perspective, just from a different dimension. Right? And now you're like, well, I feel like I'm only living in this dimension. I can never like access the other dimensions. Well, maybe there's something Spirit wants to tell you. Organization, inspiration, and organization again. It's the same card. Freedom, liberté, liberty, the Statue of Liberty. And there's a bunch of, right? So maybe there is something that you keep on thinking will save you from the outside. So what is that one thing that you're always like, oh, but when this arrives, no. Right? What is that one thing? You must sit with that one thing right now, right? Because thinking it's always outside, yet it never arrives. If it's not here yet, it's because you haven't allowed it to be yet. You haven't opened it up within, so you haven't made the space within. It's like we got a bunch of keyholes within us. So sure, maybe there are keys that come from the outside, but you must unrust the keyholes. So what is that keyhole that you think should be opened rather than unblocked? It's the other way around. So what I'm telling you is unblock the keyhole, go get that like, right? So the rust can fall off and then the key will arrive. And the key won't look like you think it will because the keyhole right now is just full of rust. So you think it's smaller, but really the keyhole's bigger, right? You following me? I think that was a pretty good message. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Short and sweet tonight. All right. Okay, bye. Mwah. Take care. Take care.